Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic: if you're feeling discouraged, tired, or depressed, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
My name is Setema, Gali, the founder and creator of the Prosperity Revolution, a global movement that helps you to get out of scarcity and into prosperity every single day. A movement where people have value, things do not, where money is a result of helping people, where you're rewarded for creating value for others, and where prosperity is not the result of luck, but a predictable steps and formulas, and where happiness is the ultimate goal.
Welcome to the podcast, my friends. It's good to be with you again. So I'm going to dive right into this. If you've listened to all nearly 400 episodes, you're going to notice a pattern in how Setema shoots a podcast. There's going to be a string of high energy, high octane, right? Really just, I'm coming at you real and raw. And then every once in a while, I'm going to drop a podcast about depression or discouragement. It is literally where I'm at the time I'm shooting this podcast. Now, for some of you, you're like, man, I don't listen to this to hear someone else down. I'm listening to get inspired. But here's the reason why I'm shooting this podcast today. I, like every other human being that I know, has these dips or these dark places where I don't feel good. I don't feel good enough. I don't feel worthy. It happens. In fact, I think back to times all the way back in the junior high where I felt these things. And it would be out of integrity for me to get on the podcast and share some awesome stuff about changing your life. When in reality, at the time I'm shooting this, I'm getting ready to go hit a second workout. I just dropped my son off at his band practice. And it is a beautiful day here in sunny Southern California. And life could not be more better. It just couldn't be better. It could not be greater. I've got resources. I've got amazing business partners. I've got the most awesome, incredible clients who do the work. I have a beautiful wife who I love, love, love. I have 3 amazing, brilliant sons who are just, God, they're awesome. They keep me on my toes. My son gives me pictures every day. He draws a picture of me and is like, I love you, Dad. It's his love language is touch and kiss and hug. My man still comes home. Like, I was home today and they came in for, hey, Dad. And he just threw his bag down and runs and jumps on me and gives me a kiss. My other son comes and they're just so excited to tell me about their day. Hey, Dad, guess what? Do your kids ever go there? Are they in the phase yet? Guess what, Dad? Guess what? I'm like, what? And they're like, guess what? And, life is really, really incredible right now. We have a number of events coming up. We have our certified master coach coming up. We have Shield Maiden immersion, Titan immersion. I'm speaking on 3 or 4 different stages around the country. Like, are you kidding me? Life, I've got it all. It's amazing. And even though I see all that and I recognize it and I acknowledge it, I still have days and weekends where I am tired. I don't feel good. I don't feel like doing the work. I don't feel good enough. And this is one of those very real podcasts. This is why I teach my clients, we run the process, we run the resource, we run the gift. These are tools within our systems. But I've been doing this every day because I know without a doubt that what I go through right now, it's just called life. Now, there's a number of ways you could look at it. And one of the ways that I looked at it frequently growing up, and I still do, is, okay, this is just a part of being human. There are some things that I must continue to learn and remember. I've got to be able to quickly reset and recalibrate or get into alignment. And then I've got to do the work. And again, I don't come into this like, why me? Why is this happening? Sometimes I want to do that. But real talk, it's just today is like one of those days. Yeah, it was Sunday, it was Saturday. I was exhausted. Just physically exhausted to the point where I'm sleeping in the day 2 to 3 hours. And I got up even this morning. To go to the gym. I came home and I've just dragged all day. I meditated for a little bit. I closed my eyes and I was out. Got up and I'm doing the work. I've got my laptop. I'm going to be as productive as I can be throughout this day. And so I shared this podcast. For those of you going through just you feel depressed or discouraged, you don't feel like doing the work. I've got a headache that cannot be solved. My head's been pounding for, since yesterday. I was in church yesterday on Sunday, and my head was just pounding, and I just could not focus. And I'm drinking water. I've got a gallon of water in. I've got good, I'm on my macros, and again, I don't know, right? Could I pinpoint? Do I have enough water? Do I have enough sleep? Am I eating the right foods? I go through all the list of things. And at the end of the day, if I'm doing everything right, if I'm like checking every box and I'm dotting every I and crossing every T, and I'm praying and I'm studying and I'm meditating and I'm doing all the things that we talk about, and it doesn't solve the problem, guess what? It's okay. I don't look at this day or this moment as something wrong with me. I just say, okay, I've been running hard. It's the first quarter's almost over of 2021. I've been on 6 or 7 flights to Destin. I've been to Salt Lake. I'm traveling way more than I ever have in my life because of the lockdowns, right? We took our business to Florida. I'm on stages. I've got to be on point. And late nights, we had a night last week where I shot through the night. We did a video shoot early into the morning. That hurts me, man. I can't do that anymore like I used to do. So there's a number of factors that I can maybe pinpoint. But at the end of the day, I know this. I am in charge of my life. It doesn't matter what I'm feeling. Do the work. Do what I said I would do. Do what's required. Do not create any more meaning that needs to be created. Just because I feel this way doesn't mean that there's something wrong with me. Doesn't mean that I'm bad. Doesn't mean that that I'm off, and it's just, hey, I'm human and I have these days. So I know this. I have a day or a weekend where I'm just exhausted physically and maybe I'm off a little bit. It's okay. I just keep doing the work. I know without a doubt that I'll come back out of this. And as long as I stay inside of my word, in integrity, I don't let my mind start to make up stories like what's wrong, maybe something's wrong, you're not right. None of that stuff is necessary. To me, that's the voice of resistance, the voice of opposition, the adversary. And that is the force that does not want me to win. It does not want me to feel good. So I take a look at what I'm feeding my body. I take a look at my hydration. I take a look at my rest and recovery. I take a look at my meditation. I look at the way that I really have breath control. I look at my stress levels. I look at what's constantly eating away at my mind, from business to growth. Look at the way I'm raising my sons. I look at moves we've got to make within the business. I look at it all. I look at my sleep routines. I look at everything. And even if I've diagnosed everything and everything seems to be okay, guess what I do? It's okay. I don't read into this. I don't make up any other meaning or story other than, hey, tired, don't feel as alive, even though there's so much to be grateful for. Even as I'm shooting the podcast, my head hurts right now. Isn't that crazy? So I'm about to go get a second workout in right now. You can probably hear the cars roaring by as I'm sitting here in my truck getting ready to walk into the gym. And I just want to leave this podcast. Like, listen, there's just sometimes you go through this. And you don't always have to pull some gift from it. You don't always have to, figure out the right way to get through it. Sometimes it's just, okay, look, I'm human. This is normal. This is what it is. And yeah, and it's okay. It's okay that I feel this way. It's okay that you feel this way. It's okay. Doesn't mean you're wrong or broken or none of that stuff. Just take it as, look, it's, hey, one of those days, one of those weekends, all good. Keep doing the work. I'm not going to read into it. I'm not going to ask unnecessary questions. Why do I feel this way? What's going on? Because that victim voice, that victim mentality, that victim attitude, that can really get in the way. That can slow you down a lot more than what you're going through. So, my friends, this is a simple podcast today. Just to let you know, again, I'm keeping it real and raw for you. Not every day is bright, but I do have a choice every day to make the most of what I got. And until next time, my friends, I'm out.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Live in prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint. This is your daily revolution. You already know. And if If you don't, then check my resume. Turning pressure into possibilities every day. We all can win and live our unique purpose. We change our mindsets and put the work in. This is the your daily revolution. Daily revolution. Revolution. Your daily revolution podcast.